President Obama continuing to defend his refusal to use the phrase radical Islam, big time.
There's no magic to the phrase radical Islam. It's a political talking point. It's not a strategy. Calling a threat by a different name does not make it go away. This is a political distraction.
But could the president's fear of offending people deeply impact our fight against terror? Or is he right? Is this simply politics? Joining us right now with his reaction is Utah Congressman and Chairman of the House's Oversight and Government Reform Committee, Jason Chaffetz. Congressman, always good to see you. I want you to react to that. Is it pure politics trying to get the president to say something? Does it make things worse when if he used the term radical Islam?
Well, he's exacerbating the situation because he does not have a strategy. At the root and heart of this, the president will not define the enemy, and he has no strategy or plan in order to defeat it.
He says he's waiting for Congress to give him a war declaration.
Well, Congress has given him all the authorization that he needs to define a strategy. In fact, we required in previous legislation to develop that strategy. He gave us 7 pages or so of just some talking points. But I defy anybody in this country to step forward and tell us what the president's strategy is to defeat ISIS. He doesn't have one.
The president said, when I talk to people at CENTCOM, they don't say just use these terms and everything will be better. But CENTCOM is also under scrutiny because they've been screwing with the results of the lack of success against ISIS, making things seem a lot better. What happened to that investigation?
Well, there is a spin that is coming out of this, and I'm worried that they're trying to be so politically correct. We have these rules of engagement that don't allow us to define and kill the enemy and go after and make sure that we're playing an away game as opposed to a home game. And the investigation into what was happening at CENTCOM is still ongoing.
And how many people have we captured? So here's Hillary Clinton comes out and says, I'm happy to say radical Islamists or jihadists. It doesn't bother me. She had a huge problem when she was in December when she was asked that question by George Stephanopoulos.
Well, this is the heart and root of why Hillary Clinton lacks credibility, and I don't believe she'll become the next president of the United States because she's willing to say or do anything when it's politically convenient. And I do think Mr. Trump made a very good point yesterday. When you want to see the president fired up, it's when he's talking about Republicans. It's not when he's going out and talking about defeating ISIS and protecting the United States of America. You don't see that. Him fire in that belly. You see it when he wants to talk about Donald Trump.
And you're going to be censuring doing something. You're going to be censuring the IRS commissioner today?
Today in our committee at 9 a.m., we're going to talk about that. The IRS commissioner, when you lie to Congress, when you have a duly issued subpoena and you fail to comply, that's not an optional thing. We're going to work to hold him accountable and censure him today, this morning in our committee.
I did not even know he was still there after what he's done. Congressman Jason Chaffetz, always on the move. Thanks so much.
Thanks,
appreciate
Brian.
it.
Thank you.